Hi folks, hope you're doing well. So, again, we have the thumbs down person, so... No. Yeah, the reality is, if you were speaking against church, those that are churchy are not going to like what you say. The same as I said, basically, as I said about the River Church and the other church, when you say things that people don't like, but you say things that are true, they can't speak against what you say. They can't argue against it and say you're wrong. What they can do is try and sort of ban you from church or just give you a dislike and say, I don't like what you said. But they can't come and say you're wrong because of A, B, C, D, E, and G, F, and the rest. They can't even say A because I'm not wrong. In what I've said, I'm not wrong. They're proving I'm not wrong. Right? By giving a dislike and not coming and arguing the points about what they disagree with or what they don't like. Because in their own little tiny mind, they think I'm wrong. Right? They must do, because if they realise I was right, they wouldn't be able to give it a dislike, would they? They'd have to give it a like. So therefore, no. They think I'm wrong. They think I'm wrong because of whatever reasons. Probably multiple reasons in many cases. But what they can't do is come and say why. Otherwise they would. And by the fact there's a thumbs down, but there's no comment, there's no coming and saying, right, I disagree with this is why I disagree with this, etc., etc. Yeah? I watch a lot of videos, well, I have in the past, on YouTube, and if I dislike what they say, I disagree, I will comment and say how I disagree with that. Because it's important, especially if I'm going to give a dislike, I'm going to say what it is I disagree with about that. I'm not just going to give a dislike and that's it. I'm going to say what it is and say, no, I don't like what you said because what you said is wrong in this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And that's why I'm giving you a dislike. I commented earlier on a video where you had Mo Salah had said something after being benched in the latest Liverpool game. And there were 3 ex-players saying that Mo Salah was right. Yeah, because he's been such a great player for Liverpool. How dare Klopp bench him? Because basically Mo Salah said, if I spoke now, there'd be fire. As in, basically, I would say something really, really bad and there'd be massive issues about it. Uh-huh. Well, basically, first of all, they were wrong because, yeah, one of the chaps, Jamie O'Hara, had said that the season's basically over, but Klopp should have played him because Mo Salah's out of form and give him a chance to get his form back. Well, if the season's over, why does he need to get his form back anyway? Liverpool win a chance of actually winning the Premier League. Still, possible chance. So therefore, if someone's clearly out of form and not likely to score a goal and they're struggling, put someone else in who might have a chance of actually doing something. Now, if Liverpool had won that game, I think they drew. But if they'd have won it, there'd have been no talk about Mo Salah being benched. There was only talk because they didn't win it. But they've not won games when he has been playing, so therefore... But as I say, I disagreed with what they said, and so therefore I gave a dislike, but I also commented as towards why. Yeah? Because that's the point. You can disagree with people. There's no problem doing that at all. Disagreeing is a perfectly natural thing. I mean, certainly it's a case that there will be people who have a greater understanding of church than I do. A far greater understanding of church and what church is doing right now compared to me, because I'm not in church. I could potentially be wrong about what I'm saying. Right? But therefore there are people that would know therefore I'm wrong and why I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong and they know I'm wrong, as I said before, you come to the point with regards to this, when talking about churchy stuff and churchy people are disliking your videos, it's a different thing. If I'm disliking videos from Sky Sports, then I don't owe it in some way as a brother to these people, as someone who should be loving these people, right? I don't owe it to them in that way. But if it's someone who calls themselves a Christian, they would see me as such, a Christian who's wrong, and therefore, what does the word say? So again, them only giving a thumbs down, they're proving my point that the church is not teaching people how to deal with stuff. Because if you know that someone is wrong and you don't try to help that person to correct their journey, that is unloving. It's unmerciful, it's ungraceful, it's hateful. It's wanting someone to go to hell. Now, because if I'm in the wrong direction and nobody in church wants to help me to correct my direction, then as far as they're concerned, if I'm speaking out against the church, they think that's a sin. If I keep on doing it and I'm not repenting of it, then I've got unrepentant sin. Therefore, when I die, that sin is going to send me to hell. That's according to their belief, right? Yeah. And so according to their belief, them not saying anything, trying to help, is them not caring whether I go to hell or not. Now, again, does that look as if the church is doing a good job? To me, no. That looks to prove my point that the church is doing a terrible job about changing lives. And that, yes, their focus is on the amount of people going to church rather than what church is actually doing. And the evidence as such is you get a thumbs down to videos that say things like that, but you don't get anything else. And that's just supporting the words that I say. But there you go. This is what people want to do. So, yeah. I say. Thank you for supporting what I've said, and thank you for proving me right. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.